To Israel, Ayub Kara is an Israeli Druze politician currently serving as Deputy Minister of Regional Coordination. In a wide-ranging interview today, Kara revealed to our very own diplomatic correspondent that Jerusalem currently maintains relations with many Arab countries, from Sudan to Saudi Arabia. And joining me now to discuss in further detail is Eli Hohenberg, who met him today. Good evening, Eli.
Good evening, Ayman.
Well, Eli, this is something we discussed last week as well, strengthening ties between Israel and Arab countries. It used to be a secret, not such a secret anymore, and today you have an update on that for us.
Yes, well, if we need yet another proof that history repeats itself, that we can view one of the main themes of the upcoming Jewish holiday of Purim, not out of love to Mordechai, but out of hate to Haman. And if we're looking at the current situation in the Middle East, so this is definitely the case. Many Arab countries, namely a part of the Saudi coalition, want to get closer with Israel, not necessarily because they love Israel, but because they very, very much hate Iran. And it seems that the ramifications of Netanyahu's harsh opposition to the nuclear deal weren't so bad after all, because we see many Arab countries reaching out to Israel. They try to connect Jerusalem in order to renew relations. So let's hear what Ayub Kara, the Deputy Minister for Regional Cooperation, told us about the new reality in the Middle East.
The Saudi group fighting, in this case, Iran, and of course fighting the fundamentalism and ISIS and all what we call it the extremes. But the important thing, they need it. They sent messages that they need a technology from Israel. Most of the states that supporting Saudi now, they're going to close to Israel. This is an opportunity that not was in the past.
Well, Eli, these contacts are already underway because just last week an Israeli minister visited the United Arab Emirates.
Definitely. And before we get to that, the most crucial thing at this time and age is that the need of the Arab countries is bigger than the need of Israel to contact them. And this is why we see a new opportunity for Israel to change its position in the Middle East. And indeed, as you said, the energy minister, Yuval Steinitz, was in Abu Dhabi last week. The official reason was an energy convention, but we do know that this visit of him involved other aspects, diplomatic aspects, and Ayub Kara responded about that issue as well.
They open also for a businessman delegation from Israel, and they email me also from Amarat, from Chad, to come to meet them, to meet leadership from these areas. And Sudanese also, there are new messages, new voices that is not was in the past, very optimistic. I work now to open back all these states, but I'm very sorry that United States did not go with the same steps, with the same process, and help us in this situation.
Well, this point, Ayman, is very much important. Sources tell us that Washington is not too eager, to put it mildly, to see this connection between Israel and moderate Sunni Arab states in the region. The United States is in a very delicate situation already. Renewed ties with Iran, wants to maintain its position as the ally of Saudi Arabia, and Israel getting closer to Saudi Arabia, meaning that Washington will be irrelevant in this regard. And this is, again, something Washington is trying to not sabotage, but does not encourage such a connection. And if we're talking about renewed connection in the Middle East, we cannot, of course, not mention Turkey. And according to Ayub Kara, we are only a few weeks away from an official renewal of ties.
In a few weeks, maybe we could find ourselves finish the conflict with Turkish is important. I'm going to meet in a few days a delegation from Turkish, from the government. Here, they're going to invest in the Palestinian Authority. They want to bring here factories to help the Palestinian.
Ali,
Yes,
your
well,
last,
sources tells us that the negotiations with Turkey are at the moment going in a very positive direction. The only problem remains is the blockade, lifting the blockade over the Gaza Strip, which is still a focal point that both sides cannot reach understandings. But we can definitely expect in the upcoming weeks or months to see the renewal of ties, because at the moment both sides are very satisfied with the pace and way the negotiations are heading.
And Ali, this sounds very optimistic. Would you agree that the situation of connections between Israel and the Arab world are really headed in a new direction right now?
I'm not sure that we are going to see tomorrow morning public relations between Israel and the Arab world, but yes, we are going to see more and more collaboration on the intelligence level. And as Deputy Minister Kara mentioned, on some commercial and agricultural level, yes, there should be growing collaboration. But with all the respect to Deputy Minister Kara, I don't think that he is the preferred channel for the Arab world to the Israeli leadership. In the Arab world, they are not taking Deputy Minister Kara so serious that like the way he is taking himself. But yes, they are hoping to see their relations with Israel strengthening in order to attract the Americans and to change, especially, for example, he mentioned the Sudanese. Yes, the Sudanese are very much willing to open new relations with Israel.
Strong hopes. We'll keep following this. Ali Hochenberg and Ali Weiket, thank you very much.